today is Ryla. And Ryla is a camp that we send these kids to. It's a week-long camp. It is one of the most worthwhile things we do as a club. This year, we had an opportunity to get together a little bit with the Tuesday Metro Club, and all together, we sent 7 kids for a week-long camp. And that was a big deal. Another thing that we got to do this year, first time, was to get together with Prairie Independent School District. Susan Hall had promised me at one time, kind of a wink and a smile, when I asked if, wonder if they could help out with transportation, and she said that wouldn't be a problem. But then another problem came up, and I was left lost. And but that problem was solved, and I thank Prairie Independent School District for following through and helping us out with the transportation issue. They were wanting to come, and so it kind of it makes us look sharp for kids and the parents to show up and have a singular bus for transportation in which everybody trusts. You know, Grand Prairie Independent School District. So Marshall Warder was very helpful in that transport as well, and Mason was very helpful, recruiting kids to go. But as a club, always looking forward, we want to keep in mind that we're looking for kids that are juniors going to be seniors, and so keep that in mind. That's what that's what Camp Ryla is about. Kids that are juniors going to be seniors. And I'm going to let the kids talk about their experience with the club. But we had 2 kids from Metro. One was a Bitsky student, one Arlington student, and they both came highly recommended. So we thank them for being here. One of them is here, one of them is not. There's another girl who was a camper who went to camp. Of the 7 kids I got, 7 kids went. You know what I mean? That's cool. When you got 17-year-olds and you got 7 people sign up and they all get to that camp and they all get back from that camp, and then 5 of them show up here to talk in public, that's a good thing.
Let them talk!
Let them talk!
You're not going to jail.
All right, here we go. We have Chris Prairie. And Chris, would you stand up and introduce your supporters?
I'm Christian Prairie. You can call me Chris. This is my dad. I know many of you already.
I'm going to call on you in just a second. I'm going to introduce everybody, and then everybody can come up here and speak as you like. We have 2 girls who are daughters of a Rotarian. It is Catherine and Rose Durr. And you brought a guest?
Yes, our dad. And Ralph. Dr. Ralph and Miss Karen.
We're the young man from the Fine Arts Academy. Jacob, is it Solomon? And you brought a supporter.
I'm Jacob. I'm here with my family, as you all know. Jason and Nikki Claybrook and my cousins, Ashton.
Thank you. We have a young lady, Vivica. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. And your supporter with you?
My sister, Valerie.
And she came highly from the Metro Club. And there was another young man from the Metro Club, and he was not here today. I did speak to him on the phone, an impressive young man. Anyway, would you like to start down there? All right. And then, when you get done, you can pick someone else up.
So first, I'd like to thank everybody in this room for giving me this opportunity. Without you guys, I wouldn't have had this life-changing experience that I received. So I'd like to thank you all for that. This week at Ryla, I've always done the summer camp type thing, every year with my church, but this was really something different, something really special. The people that I met were probably some of the most amazing people I've ever met in my entire life, and they're relationships that are going to last a lifetime. So with that being said, I'd like to start by saying, let's see, I have it written down, I'm sorry. This week was really all about stepping out of our comfort zone. And one of the speakers, really hit me hard. He said, it's not about winning or losing, it's about how you play the game. And that's something we all hear, as kids, whenever you lose mostly. When you're in 5th grade, at your football game, you get walloped 35-0, and that's something your coach tells you. Obviously never happened to me. But what he said after that is what really impacted me. He said, because you're going to play the game again. And it was a lesson about failure and how to get back up and how to get back and play the game again and be better than you were the first time. So on the first day, we did something called a round robin. It was a bunch of team building exercises where you first learn to come together with your captains and intermingle with the boys and girls for the first time. And they were about obviously team building, and you would do it the first time and you wouldn't quite get it right. But then you would do it the second time and you would learn how to do it better, how to do it faster, and how to succeed. And moving on to the second day, as you're growing with your cabin, you have the tournaments. We have tournaments called ragdoll and volleyball on separate days. My team wasn't the best. We had first round exits both days in a row. But hey, we were consistent and we had great sportsmanship.
There you go.
I think we're the real winners. But it all came together on that third day, on Thursday, when we had taken, our losses in stride, and we had learned how to get back up and how to come together as a team and make a plan on how to win. So on Thursday was the Olympics. It's where you have, numerous competitions. You kind of divide and conquer, and who fits best where, and whose talents are used most efficiently at certain spots. So Thursday evening, they had the results of the Olympics, and they called Cabin 3, which is my cabin. And as they were placing the gold medals around our necks, it was just a really eye-opening experience, because it's like, wow, I met these people on Monday. You're a bunch of losers throughout the week. But we really came together at the end and got it where it counts. So that's really what my experience at Ryla was. Thank you guys.
Just go.
Oh, I've been Christian.
Like Jacob said, I would like to thank everyone in this room for allowing me to go. Like he said, I hate to harp on him, but it was a really life-changing experience. I learned a whole lot about leadership, which was the point of the camp, thankfully. But it really eye-opened me as a person, because I was able to relate everything that I learned there and relate it back to myself. There were facilitators, which were another word for speakers, but we called them facilitators. One was Kevin Scooter Ward, and he talked to us about the importance of self-image. And we did this exercise where we would stick our arm out, and we would have someone else press down on it. And normally people would resist, and then they would finally give up. But what Kevin told us to do was think negative and then positive about ourselves. Say, I am worthless, I am weak, I am nothing. But then we would say, I am strong, I am powerful, I am great. And every single time, whenever we would say those negative words, we would resist less, and our arms would fall much quicker. But whenever we would speak positive about ourselves, we resisted for a much, much longer time. And I think that was really eye-opening for me, because it showed me how much ourselves are really the only barrier in whatever we put our mind to. Whatever we think of, if we break through that mental barrier that we have, then it makes it much, much easier to accomplish our dreams. The Girls Cabin 7, along with Boys Cabin 7, we formed a very, very tight-knit family. We still keep in touch to this day, and we plan to be friends with each other through our senior year of high school and into college. and we all made the joke that we would all go to each other's weddings. My counselor, John Warder, who is the son of our very own Marshall Warder, he was very instrumental, just like all the other counselors were, because they were the leaders of our cabin, and they showed us what it meant to be a real leader, and we tried to emulate that in all of our other events. And it was a really amazing time there. Although I only got probably 25 hours of sleep the whole time, I loved it. When I got off the bus, when I got home on Friday, the very first thing I said to my mother, who came up and just gave me a big hug, was not, "I love you, Mom, I miss you, but I want to go back." Thank y'all for giving me this opportunity.
Speak to most.
Hello. My name is Rose Durr, and I just want to start off by saying thank you to all of y'all for helping us go to camp. Well, I'm going to say us, I'm me and my sister, but it was very life-changing at Camp Ryla. I got to meet people who changed my life, the way I think, and to live my life with no regrets. It was an incredible experience. I wish I could go back. It's really a chance where I got to become a better person overall, and to grow as a leader, friend, and person. Some of my favorite memories from camp was the tear-filled reflections over a campfire on our very last day. We had become so close as a family, and it was really hard for all of us to say goodbye. Camp Ryla challenged us to be our most vulnerable and authentic selves, and how to be confident in doing that. You also learned about leadership skills and how to apply it to your daily life after you have left. Again, thank you so much for making it possible for me to go.
Speak to most.
Hi all. I'd just like to say thank you so much for such an amazing opportunity that you gave me to grow as a leader, an individual, and as a team player. A couple of my favorite memories were going to the pool and a bonfire. When we went to the pool, it was after we lost a ragdoll tournament, but we viewed it as not losing, but an opportunity to grow closer together, and we all just jumped into the pool. We took off our shoes, but we went in there with our clothes. We didn't take the time to change to our swimsuits or anything. We just went for it. And when we were walking to the bonfire, without words, everyone was silent and reflecting. We just wrapped our arms around each other, all 24 of us. And the trail was, I'd say, about this wide, maybe this much. And there was a fire on each side every 10 feet or so. And without words, we walked through those fires. We didn't let go, we went through. And it was amazing to see how much we grew together as a family. And we're also planning to go to Peru, as everybody, to visit one of our cabin mates because he moved back there right after camp. Thank y'all for sending me to Camp Ryla. I remember name,
Hello, my name is Jessica, and first I want to say thank thank you for, sending all of us to the camp. Camp Ryla, it was a very good experience. Going in, I didn't think I would learn and experience half the stuff I did. And it was just amazing, from the first day to the last day. I remember we met the boy cabin the second day, and from then on we got to work on as a team, and we did round robins like Jacob said. And our team, communicating was a work in progress. It was just from planning and everything, communication was it wasn't good. But one of my favorite moments was the prank the counselors did on us. They thought it was funny. But our cabin had to build a fort in 20 minutes. Even though it was a prank, it was my favorite moment because it showed how we all grew as a team. We all communicated effectively, we planned, and even though we didn't win per se, we all thought we won. So I just want to say thank you for allowing us to go again, and I would like to go next year.
What do you have to do? I want to thank everybody. This club and the groups that we've sent, in the past, you mentioned John Warder. He went 10 years ago. This year, at our parent-student orientation, the 2 campers who went last year were at that meeting, and they were in the program at a higher level this year. So we've had about 5 kids go through this program from this club and go back to the camp to participate. And that speaks high of this club, and it speaks high for the program that's put on, that they want to go back and attend. I think Marshall says that the only time John shows up in Grand Prairie is when he comes back for Camp Ryla. So that's kind of a cool thing. I want to thank everybody for showing up today, and I want to thank everybody for speaking.
Thank you. Marshall had planned a vacation, so he's so sorry he couldn't come today. I'm sorry I didn't say that earlier. But Marshall and David both really, this is a passion of theirs. They do a great job of getting kids there, getting them back. This year we had more campers than we've ever had, and we're glad we were able to reach out to a couple of other clubs and get them in. I want to share 2 quick things. First of all of you Rotary members, those dues we pay every month, every quarter, pay for this. This is where Ryla money comes from. So each one of you can pat yourself on the back today for letting these kids have the chance they had. I want the Ryla kids to come up here, and Mike's going to take our picture, and then I want their parents and David to come up. And as you guys come up, I want to say one more thing. Come on, camper, over here by our car. I got the opportunity to go meet the bus when they came back. And I was saying hi to the kids and whatnot, and this one little boy, I thought this was the best example of Ryla. I was legit, me, chit-chatty, did you have fun? What'd you do? Were you bored out of your mind? Oh my gosh, did you meet great friends? This one little boy said, no, we didn't meet friends. We made family. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. David, come up here with these Ryla kids and take a picture, please. That's awesome.
Good.
And now family and guests, come take a picture with me. Come on, guys. You too. Steve, you have to be up there with the kids, unfortunately. Everybody?
One, two, three, and again. All right.
Thank you all very much. I hope you take these things and apply them and learn them. Apply them and learn them. That's probably not good English.
And join Rotary when you grow up.
Oh, yeah. We'll be tracking you. Janelle, who is chatty, do we have a drawing?
The dog shoe waist, I don't even know what I'm doing.
I know, honey.
I'm gamble, huh? So one,
Okay, last three numbers.
896.
Hey, Wendy, you got, okay.
Oh, that was good.
That was
Sorry, was that my outside voice?
Just lying. There's $487. 487.
I'll take it.
I've got some brochures on Ryla if anyone would care for them, just to take one if you need more information. Not everybody.
Thank you again, David and Marshall, for this. And kids, thank you for taking a week out of your summer and time. I know when my son went the first time, going on the bus was, I don't want to do this, what is happening? But it's worth it coming back, isn't it? And I hope that you continue to take these skills, apply them to your life, and use them. Do you guys remember what this is from Jason's?
I forgot.
This is Toys R Us. And they didn't adapt,
yes.
so they died. So I would encourage you, Ryla, kids to adapt, and most of all, us members, we need to adapt and not die. Next week, we will not be here. Thank you, Jason, for reminding me. We will. You adapted, you're married now with me, that's an adaptation for you. Next week, she was looking confused. Next week, we're gonna be at Uptown. The coaches from Grand Prairie and South Grand Prairie will be speaking, so be sure and join us there. And we're going to have a pool. We can put $1 for numbers as to how many people will show up here instead of Uptown next week. And we're having Edelman's. Okay, for those of you that don't remember, oh, looky, here's your man who said we didn't make friends, we made family. Come up here and tell us about your experience. Yeah. Introduce yourself and tell us. Nothing like being on the spot, huh? We're so glad you're fine. Share with us.
My name is Aya, and sorry I'm late, but
Tell us the best parts.
best parts of Russia. Were, I don't know, cabin life. Meeting sister cabin and just getting to know each other and bonding together is honestly the best part.
Do you remember what you said to me when I said, did you make any friends, new friends in Ryla? What did you say back to me?
I said I didn't make any friends, I made family. Yeah, we all kind of just got along really well, and it became my second family, it was just amazing. I couldn't wish for any better people to me than them, so.
We're glad you came. Thank you so much. Okay, so for those who haven't been here, first of all, we're early. How awesome is that? Even with David speaking. I have some, remember my Patty's Pearl of Wisdom?
Yes.
Okay, you ready?
No.
It's better than last week.
Is it better than a sparkler?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
thank
let's
goodness.
because it was-
Not better than the sport.
I don't think Bill can complain.
Thank you. You'll never notice the breakthrough if you stay focused on the bend through. Stand with me and stand the full way. Of the things we think, say, and do.
Is the truth, is the fair to all concerned, will build goodwill and better friendships, will be beneficial to all concerned.